Robert, what do you make of this? This is a weird time where inventory is so low, prices remaining high.
Yeah, and with as you showed, the mortgage rate has gone up a lot, and yet people are still pushing, in many cities, pushing prices up. Our overall 1 year estimated change was exactly 0%. So like half the cities are going up and half are going down. So overall, nothing. In spite of news about the mortgage rate, which is quite dramatic.
Is it really employment and wages that you think are fueling this? Because, I mean, people are making more money, even though inflation is hitting a significant portion of the population. And as long as people are making money, they seem to be spending it on rent, on perhaps new mortgages, feeling decent about it. Is that sort of last Jenga piece that's keeping this thing from falling down?
Maybe. It's kind of a rejoicing that, or it looks like COVID is behind us. I liken the mood maybe to the markets after World War II. The war is over. Let's celebrate. And people thought that there would be a huge demand for houses as we got back to normal.
Well, about 5 years after rates were this high, we got the financial crisis and the mortgage crisis. How much pressure builds up in a system like this, and does it cause more volatility eventually in the housing market, or does it not work that way in relation to the macro?
Well, the old story is that of a speculative bubble. Prices start going up, and then they're become talked about as maybe it's crazy, but people don't sell right away. Get out. It's hard, especially with houses. It's a big deal to put your house on the market, so it goes longer than you'd think. And right now, people's expectations don't seem to be extremely high, but they're acting as if they're hanging in there and sort of well, maybe a bubble situation. Maybe it's going down from here.
Are you tracking at all the impact of Airbnb and kind of the secondary home rental market? Right now in New York, of course, there's a crackdown on that. There's probably a bunch of housing inventory that's no longer rentable on that kind of platform. And maybe that causes some more inventory to come on the market when people decide, hey, I can't get cash flow out of this like I thought I could. I'm going to put it up for sale. Are you seeing that at all across other markets?
Well, I haven't been studying that, but I think you're absolutely right about Airbnb is part of the computer revolution. Part of the dominant story right now is about Airbnb and ChatGPT and other innovations that have to do with the internet. So we think that we're in a world which is changing. Not we, everyone. Lots of people are thinking. And at this point, it's the prices are holding. They haven't fallen like they did. Home prices, they haven't fallen like they did after 2007.
All right. In a
we'll
world
see.
that's changing, yeah, eventually that's going to change too. Robert Shiller,
Yeah.
We just don't know when. That's the important thing. Appreciate you being with us.